Yep, it's the world's most dangerous morning show, The Breakfast Club. Charlamagne the God, Angela Yee, DJ Envy is off today, and we're discussing hair, bonnets, and pajamas. Talk to him, Yee.
Yes, and Monique had some comments about wearing those bonnets into the airport. Here's what she said.
But I saw so many of our young sisters in head bonnets, scarves, slippers, pajamas, blankets wrapped around them, and this is how they're showing up to the airport. Not just at the airport, I've been seeing it at the store, at the mall. And the question that I'm having to you, my sweet babies, when did we lose pride in representing ourselves? When did we step away of let me make sure I'm presentable when I leave my home?
What do we think about this, Angela Yee?
You know what? I wouldn't do it personally, but it's not to the airport. Maybe if I was like going outside or going to the supermarket, maybe not even this. I probably would wrap my hair and put a scarf. I would wear a scarf before I would wear a bonnet. I'll say that much. Like I would put a scarf on, but not necessarily a bonnet. But I really don't judge people who do it. I personally wouldn't, but I never looked at somebody and been like, I can't believe she left the house like that.
Yeah, I thought about it during the break. I don't care. I can understand where Monique is coming from. She's an OG. She wants to see the youngins carrying themselves the way she would. But you can't expect you from other people. But I don't care. Bonnets are fine. Pajamas, I might say that's a bit much. Personally, I've never seen nobody with pajamas on at the airport. Have you? You have? Oh.
Yes, I definitely have. I wear sweats all the time. And basically, I think that's the most comfortable things. I would throw on some leggings, some sweatpants. I definitely always want to travel comfortably. I wouldn't wear pajamas.
Yeah, I wouldn't wear pajamas. I'll do sweats, but bonnets, I don't see the problem. You sleep with bonnets on, right? And if you're on a flight for a couple hours, a few hours, it would make perfect sense to wrap your hair because you're going to be sleeping.
Yeah, I personally, I wouldn't do it. But I wouldn't care if someone else did it. If I was with a friend or saw somebody in the airport, I wouldn't even think nothing of it.
All right, let's go to the phones. Good morning. It's the Breakfast Club. Who's this?
This is Jessica. I'm calling from Miami. So I just feel like this whole conversation is ridiculous about bonnets. Where is this same conversation when males are leaving their home with
a do-rag?
A do-rag is on, and there's no conversation about it. It just proves the point that women are just held to a different standard than males.
Women should start wearing do-rags. I be seeing my Asia Wilson. She be wearing do-rags all the time now. I think she got her own do-rag line.
I'm just gonna wear a do-rag to the beauty supply store. It's the only time I wear one.
Does do-rag do the same thing as a bonnet? Can it keep your hair intact?
I guess so.
Yeah, that's what a do-rag. It keeps your waves going. Charlamagne ain't had hair in a minute.
I have no idea. They had none of this. I don't know what y'all talking about. Let's go to the next caller. Thank you for calling. Good morning.
The worst thing with guys is when they take off the do-rag and that line be in the middle of their forehead.
Yes, they do it, and you start rubbing your head like you got a headache. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Who's this?
My name is Diana. I'm from Chicago, and I listen to you guys almost every day when I wake up in the morning.
Thank you. Your phone's echoing a little bit.
Now, do you wear bonnets to the airport or in public?
No, I don't.
Okay, so you agree with Monique?
Yeah, I do. I'm going to be very honest with you. I'm one of these girls that like to look good wherever I go. Like, why should I leave my house looking like a hot mess?
I feel you.
So bonnet equals hot mess to you?
Well, to me, yeah, because it doesn't look presentable to me, because
okay.
I feel like, why would you want to look like a hot mess when you leave out your house?
Now, if you see somebody with a bonnet on, do you judge them?
No, but I feel like, okay, why would you wear that, outside? However, I would have to say this.
Hey, that's judging people, ma'am. Okay. All right. Have a good day. I guess it's a matter of preference. I don't know if there's a wrong answer here. Good morning.
Good morning, Breakfast Club. This is Mr. Dingo of Dingo0925.
Oh, God.
Oh, Mr. Dingo, do you wear your bonnet and your pajamas to the airport?
No, I don't wear a bonnet. To be honest, guys, really what it is, we've lost our appreciation for flying, and it's really sad. At one point, it used to be an honor to fly a plane. You had to get dressed up and represent your family to the T. So somewhere along the line, we just lost that. I don't really know what happened.
I don't believe that. I don't think people lost their, what'd you call it?
Appreciation for flying.
No, I don't think it's that. I just think that them airplanes aren't that comfortable, bro. Like airplanes are not comfortable at all. Even if you're in first class is cool, but all first classes are not equal. Planes just aren't comfortable.
I judge when I see people wearing heels in the airport. I'm like, now why are you wearing heels in the airport?
Now that's what I'm saying.
I'd be like, where are
I'm
you
not
going?
lying. I'm with you. When I see people overdressed, No, when I see people overdressed at the airport and they got on heels or they got on like full suits with hard bottoms, I'm like, I hope they got a short flight.
But you're right. I shouldn't judge because they might have to hop off the plane and go to a meeting or be coming from something
Fair
too.
enough.
So
Exactly. Go to a meeting, whatever. But yeah, that's honestly what it is. But y'all make sure y'all catch me at DJ Every Star Show in Atlanta. Holla.
All
okay,
right.
we'll be looking for you.
Why you say it like he performing?
I don't know.
All right, it's the
definitely have
Breakfast
on a
Club. We're talking about bonnets and pajamas. Do you feel that they're appropriate attire just to be out and about in?
But I saw so many of our young sisters in head bonnets, scarves, slippers, pajamas, blankets wrapped around them, and this is how they're showing up to the airport. Not just at the airport, I've been seeing it at the store, at the mall. And the question that I'm having to you, my sweet babies, when did we lose pride in representing ourselves? When did we step away of let me make sure I'm presentable when I leave my home?
I mean, I'm not mad at her opinion. I mean, that's her opinion, you know. And what I would say to anybody is you can't expect you from other people, you know. So
what about a bathrobe? Can you wear a bathrobe to the
No,
airport?
that's ridiculous. You don't think so?
It's next level.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. I mean, I think I wouldn't do pajamas. I can understand the bonnets and the headscarves and stuff like that because them flights be long. People be sleeping on flights. You know what I mean? You want
And
to
plus, you
protect
want to
your
maintain your hair. You might be maintaining your hair for a purpose.
You might be landing. When you land, you might need to go somewhere. So you got to have your hair wrapped. So when you get there, you unwrap the scarf, comb it out, and you get to where you're going. Who knows? Who knows? Let's go to the phones. Good morning.
Good morning.
Who this?
This is Lynn Spencer.
Good morning, Lynn Spencer. How are you?
I'm amazing. Good morning. How are you guys?
I'm blessed, black, and highly favored. Bonnets and
morning.
pajamas,
What do you-
out and about. What you think?
Would you do it?
I don't personally wear bonnets, but as a medical and a mental health professional, if you are unapologetically black, who created a standard of presentable? You are supposed to do whatever makes you feel comfortable.
Okay. Whatever makes you
Interesting.
comfortable. So no judgment.
Correct. We don't have room for judgment. Now, it is a double-edged sword because your appearance does can open up other individuals to your mental health, how you feel about yourself in reference to depression and things of that nature. But as an unapologetically black individual, you're not supposed to impress anybody. You're supposed to do exactly what you want to do, how you want to do it, and take those consequences for it.
Well,
I'm with you.
I understand.
Do you?
I understand what you're saying, but then people can go too far with that, right? Because I mean, what if somebody shows up to the airport with just a trench coat on and nothing under it?
They're going to take those consequences.
True.
Like people do
Yeah,
all the time.
they definitely will when you got to take off that coat to go through TSA.
Exactly. But
No, I get
people
what you're
have
saying.
The right to do exactly what they want to do. Who created the standard of presentable?
Yeah,
Not us.
I get it. So, but what if the standard is coming from one of us? Like in Monique's case, if Monique is saying this is what she would like to see, don't we got to take that into consideration?
Who said Monique was one of us?
Oh, okay. Now, see, I ain't going that far now.
No,
All right.
but I'm just saying, us is different categories of things. Us is considered representable. But everybody can't relate to Monique. I can relate to an Angela Yee. I can't relate to a Monique.
I get it. So
You see what I'm saying?
yeah, I get it. Black
So
people.
if Angela Yee had a standard and she says, you know what, ladies, this right here is appropriate. This right here is not appropriate. Because we can personally see how she carries herself and that her word is her bond and that she's not going to tell people to do things that she's not going to do, then that might be something you might look at and say, you know what, let's kind of look at this standard a little bit differently. But coming from a rich individual that has stylists and all of these other things that's dressing them to prepare them to go places, she's not an us. We're regular, everyday, hard-working mental health professionals. And this is what we do. And our focus is to make sure that people understand how to be unapologetically black and hold on to those consequences.
Well, I appreciate your opinion, Lynn, and I'm sorry
not
that you
mad
don't.
at that 'cause
And I'm sorry you don't think Angela Yee's rich.
I'm not. Look, I feel her.
I'm sorry
not
that
rich.
I'm sorry that you don't think that about
I definitely
me.
got to get up and work every single morning. And sometimes I'm tired and I'm not going to have time to get dressed up and do my hair and, do all of those things. Might throw my hair in a bun, put on a hat, do what I got to do.
Absolutely. Good morning.
Hey.
What's happening? Who this?
This is Owasa. Is this Leonard?
This is Leonard. Yes, it is.
Hey, Sir Leonard, how you doing?
It's
First of
Leonard.
all, first we get on the topic of the bonnets our queens are wearing, I want to say, don't let Angela Yee and that other guy in the studio Don't let them talk about anything dealing with children because it's obviously they don't have kids. Who in the hell want their first and kindergartners learn about homosexuality and masturbation at that age?
Where did you come up with all of this? Who said anything about homosexuality?
That kind of training, I guarantee you they don't have children.
Where is the homosexuality?
Yeah, I don't think we said nothing.
Now let's get on the subject.
We didn't say nothing about homosexuality.
I guarantee you I was a child.
That's right. And Envy got a million kids.
He was talking about drama. I guarantee you I was a child, and I guarantee you I know my own experiences as a child.
5 or 6-year-old grandkid to learn about that kind of stuff.
I don't even know what you're talking about, sir, but she's too angry.
He's upset. He's upset about the teachers at the school.
Okay, let's get on the bonnets.
Yes, sir. You hate him.
Absolutely.
Well, you're not a woman, so you can't talk about bonnets.
I know he hates him.
You embarrassed, Charlamagne, and I've been wanting to talk about this, and you and Envy ain't said a word about it. I'm talking about at the malls, at nice, trendy restaurants. It's embarrassing, and I'm gonna hold the black queens available, but not policing this. Come on, coming outside with the house shoes on, and the pajamas, and the bond. It's embarrassing.
Anything else, sir?
Are you a woman?
Sir.
I like women.
Well, then should you be weighing in
on
what women decide to do with their bodies or what they decide to wear on their heads?
There's a
now,
time
do you see the hypocrisy in your
everything.
statements?
There's a time
How
and a place for
dare you weigh
everything.
in on something that you're not?
So Angela Yee, you and your girl, when y'all go out to clubs, when y'all go out to a nice restaurant, when you go out to premiere,
we need you to calm down. We need you to calm down, sir.
You're going to say, oh, yeah, wear your bonnets.
Sir,
I'm not going to be you and tell people what they can and can't wear in the airport.
Can I ask you a question, sir? Black women or white women? What's your preference?
Well, you're queens. The queens.
Okay. Just making
I
sure.
don't see any white women wearing bonnets.
Here we go.
You said what?
White women definitely.
I don't see any white women wearing bonnets.
Okay, so when you say queens, who are you referring to, sir? I can't tell.
I bet you use the phrase good hair too, don't you?
No, I don't use that phrase, but you used it. You just used it.
Thank you for calling, sir.
Sure you tell people you got good hair.
Have a good day,
I
sir.
don't. I have terrible hair.
All right, thank you.
All
right. Listen, man, everybody's entitled to their opinion. What's the moral of the story?
Is there a moral to the story? Look, the moral to the story is, I agree with the woman that called up earlier where she said you can wear what you want, but you just have to know that there's whatever the repercussions are from that, that's on you. I don't judge what anybody has on in public. I mind my business. I'm also a New Yorker, so I've seen everything. So it takes a lot for me to be like, damn, what they doing?
Honestly, I think that's what Monique is trying to say. Monique is just trying to say, like, yo, you leave the house looking a certain way, people may judge you or treat you accordingly. So there is repercussions and consequences for, how you present yourself, I think.
And a lot of times they'll be dead wrong because it'll be the people with the most power, the most whatever, that you judge them wrong. And you be the one that suffers those repercussions and consequences.
That's very true.
You treat people based on their appearance.
That's very true. Now, you got Room Report coming up?
Yes, and let's talk about the shop. The new season debuted, and we'll discuss who was on episode 1.
All right, we'll talk about it. It's The Breakfast Club.